Girls face immense pressure. They are expected to look, act, and be a certain way. This pressure starts early. It can affect their dreams and aspirations. Society often tells girls what they should want. It pushes them towards certain roles. These roles are often limiting. They can prevent girls from exploring their full potential. Imagine a young girl who loves to build things. She's curious about how things work. But she's surrounded by pink toys. She is told to be quiet and ladylike. This can discourage her from pursuing her interests in STEM. She might start to believe that these fields are not for her. This pressure to conform can be subtle. It can also be very direct. It comes from various sources. These include family, friends, and the media. It's important to recognize this pressure. We need to understand its impact on girls' lives. Only then can we start to create a more supportive environment. Gender norms are deeply ingrained in our society, shaping the way we think, act, and interact with one another. They are often unconscious beliefs that we absorb from our surroundings without even realizing it. From a very young age, we are taught these norms through various means, including family, media, and education. These norms dictate what is considered appropriate behavior for boys and girls, often steering them into predefined roles. They can be incredibly limiting, especially for girls who may feel pressured to conform to these expectations. Girls are often taught to be polite, accommodating, and nurturing, qualities that are seen as traditionally feminine. They are encouraged to put others' needs before their own, often at the expense of their own desires and ambitions. These expectations can stifle girls' true desires, making them hesitant to pursue activities that don't align with societal norms. For instance, a girl might be passionate about sports and have a natural talent for it, but she hesitates to pursue it because she fears judgment or ridicule. She might fear being labeled as bossy, aggressive, or unfeminine by her peers and even adults. She might be explicitly told that sports are not for girls, reinforcing the idea that her interests are invalid. This can lead to a suppression of her passion and a sense of regret for not following her true interests. As a result, she might end up choosing activities that are considered more acceptable for girls, even if they don't bring her the same joy. These norms can have long-term consequences, affecting girls' self-esteem and their willingness to take risks. Girls may shy away from leadership roles or opportunities that require them to stand out. They might downplay their intelligence or abilities to avoid being seen as too assertive or competitive. They might avoid expressing their opinions openly, fearing that they will be judged or dismissed. This fear of judgment or rejection can be paralyzing, preventing girls from fully participating in activities they love. Breaking free from these restrictive norms is crucial for the empowerment of girls. Girls need to feel empowered to express their true selves, pursue their passions, and take on leadership roles without fear of judgment. By challenging and changing these gender norms, we can create a more inclusive and supportive environment for all children. It's time to encourage girls to dream big, take risks, and follow their hearts, knowing that they have the support and freedom to be whoever they want to be. The media plays a powerful role in shaping perceptions. From the news we watch to the advertisements we see, media influences our understanding of the world and ourselves. It has the ability to shape societal norms and expectations, often without us even realizing it. It often presents unrealistic beauty standards. These standards are not just limited to fashion magazines or beauty product advertisements. They permeate every aspect of media, from TV shows to social media platforms. Girls are bombarded with images of thin, flawless women. These images set a standard that is nearly impossible to achieve, creating a constant pressure to look a certain way. These images are often digitally altered. Advanced photo editing tools can change almost every aspect of a person's appearance, from their skin tone to their body shape. This creates a false reality that many girls strive to emulate. They create a sense of inadequacy in girls. When girls compare themselves to these unrealistic images, they often feel that they don't measure up, leading to feelings of inadequacy and self-doubt. It can lead to body image issues and low self-esteem. The constant exposure to these idealized images can have a detrimental effect on mental health, contributing to issues like eating disorders and depression. But it's not just about appearance. The media also influences how girls perceive their interests and capabilities. The media also perpetuates stereotypes about girls' interests. Popular TV shows and movies often depict girls as being primarily interested in makeup, fashion, and shopping. Girls are often portrayed as being obsessed with shopping, makeup, and boys. These portrayals can limit how girls see themselves and what they believe they can achieve. While there's nothing wrong with these interests, they shouldn't be the only options presented. Girls should be encouraged to explore a wide range of activities and interests. This narrow representation limits girls' aspirations. When girls see limited roles for themselves in the media, it can restrict their dreams and ambitions. It reinforces the idea that their worth is tied to their appearance or their ability to attract a partner. This can be incredibly damaging, as it places undue importance on superficial qualities. It's crucial to be critical of media messages. Understanding that media often presents a distorted view of reality is the first step in combating its negative effects. Girls need to develop media literacy skills. These skills will help them analyze and question the media they consume, making them more resilient to its negative impacts. This means being able to analyze and question what they see. Media literacy empowers girls to understand the motives behind media messages and to recognize when they are being manipulated. Parents and educators can play a vital role in this. By discussing media messages and encouraging critical thinking, they can help girls navigate the complex media landscape. They can help girls understand that media images are often manipulated. Knowing that these images are not real can help girls feel better about themselves and reduce the pressure to conform to unrealistic standards. They can encourage them to look for diverse representations of girls and women. By seeking out and celebrating diverse role models, girls can see that there are many ways to be successful and happy. Section 4. More than just genes, how families shape expectations of girls. Families are the first point of contact for children. From the moment a child is born, the family becomes the primary source of love, support, and guidance. This initial environment is where children learn about the world and their place in it. They play a crucial role in shaping their beliefs and values. Through daily interactions, conversations, and shared experiences, parents and siblings influence a child's understanding of what is important and what is expected of them. Even with the best intentions, families can unknowingly perpetuate gender stereotypes. These stereotypes can be deeply ingrained and often go unnoticed, subtly influencing the way children perceive themselves and their potential. This can happen through subtle cues and expectations. For instance, the way parents react to their children's behavior or the types of activities they encourage can send powerful messages about what is deemed appropriate for boys versus girls. For example, a girl might be praised for being sweet and helpful. While these are admirable traits, the emphasis on them can sometimes overshadow other important qualities, such as assertiveness, independence, and ambition. While these are positive qualities, they might overshadow other aspects of her personality. This can lead to a limited view of what girls can achieve and who they can become. Parents might unknowingly steer their daughters towards certain activities or career paths. This guidance, though well-meaning, can sometimes be based on traditional gender roles rather than the child's individual interests and strengths. They might do this based on their own biases. These biases can be a result of their upbringing, societal norms, or even their own experiences and aspirations. For instance, a father might encourage his son to pursue a career in engineering. This encouragement often comes from a place of wanting the best for their child, believing that certain careers offer more stability or prestige. He might encourage his daughter to consider teaching or nursing. These professions, while noble and essential, are often seen as more suitable for women due to historical and cultural perceptions. This is often done out of love and concern. Parents want their children to be happy and successful, and they may believe that certain paths are more likely to lead to these outcomes. But it can limit a girl's options. When girls are subtly guided towards specific roles, they may not explore other interests or realize their full potential in fields that are traditionally male-dominated. It's important for families to be mindful of their expectations. By being aware of their own biases and actively challenging them, parents can create a more supportive and open environment for their daughters. They need to create an environment where girls feel free to explore their interests. This means providing opportunities for girls to try a variety of activities, from sports to science experiments, and supporting them in their pursuits. This means encouraging girls to try new things. Whether it's a new hobby, a challenging subject in school, or a potential career path, girls should feel empowered to pursue their passions without fear of judgment or limitation. It means praising their efforts and accomplishments, regardless of whether they align with traditional gender roles. By celebrating their achievements in all areas, parents can help their daughters build confidence and a sense of self-worth that transcends societal expectations. Section 5. A familiar story. Personal accounts of suppressed dreams. Growing up, I always loved to write. I would spend hours filling notebooks with stories. But I was also told that writing wasn't a real job. I was encouraged to focus on more practical career paths. This led me to suppress my passion for a long time. I chose a career that I thought would please others. I eventually found my way back to writing. But it took me years to overcome the belief that my passion wasn't valid. This experience is not unique. Many women have stories of suppressed dreams and aspirations. They talk about the pressure to conform to societal expectations. They talk about the fear of judgment or failure. These stories highlight the importance of creating a supportive environment. Girls need to feel seen, heard, and valued for who they are. They need to know that their dreams are valid, regardless of what society might dictate. Section 6. Breaking free from the mold. Encouraging girls to embrace their desires. Breaking free from societal expectations can be challenging, but it's essential for girls to live authentic and fulfilling lives. The first step is recognizing the pressure. Girls need to understand that they are not alone in feeling this way. They need to know that it's okay to want things that might be considered unconventional or unladylike. Once girls recognize the pressure, they can start to challenge it. This might involve questioning stereotypes, it might involve speaking up for themselves, it might involve pursuing their passions, even if it means going against the grain. Embracing one's desires is a process. It takes time and courage, but the rewards are immeasurable. It leads to greater self-awareness. It leads to a sense of purpose. It leads to a life filled with passion and meaning.